Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Chris, and I was a 10-year resident of Santa Monica until very recently. And I was here for the landmarks meeting, and I listened to what you said, Mayor Katz, about we're here to consider the appeal. And I think there's high grounds to consider this appeal. I watched both of these presentations for the second time tonight, and I just don't think the staff's and the landmark staff's presentation is very convincing. The tree saver one, which was done by a bunch of amateurs, was more convincing to me, and I've watched this very carefully. I'll just give a couple examples. The criteria 2, I guess, I'm not an expert, is about aesthetic interest and value. And the first statement is something about it represents only 5% of the city's ficus canopy. Well, as an environmental leader, just as you look at the word value, would Santa Monica recommend to the rest of the world that it only remove 5% of the canopy of the planet? That would be like New Zealand, please get rid of your trees. We need to be setting an example here, and it's a question of values. And I don't see the value in the staff report coming through in any way that's convincing to me. Another example I wrote down just sitting tonight was, of course, about the historic personages. These two women, the first mayor, as I think Colette said, these are historic personages. Why does a historic personage have to be a movie star in this town, or a building have to be what a landmark is? Trees are every bit as landmarkable as a building or a movie star or a president from a different state. These women deserve it, and this is an excellent place to honor them. And the final thing I'll say is they have this expression, not readily extinguishable. Well, I don't know what you have to do to be readily distinguishable in this town. A huge grove of trees on 2 streets is readily distinguishable. When you remove them, what we'll see are the parking structures, just the Joni Mitchell song. So you did the right thing on electric cars. I was here for all that, as you know. I think you can do the right thing here on landmarking. I was born in 1961, and I hate to see my mother's legacy of these women in the environmental movement dishonored.
Thank you, sir.